What's going on, everybody? You are listening to the Built for War podcast. Or maybe you're watching the Built for War podcast. I am your host, Austin Trotter, accompanied by my different voice having co-host, Mr. Michael Lee Musick.
What's up, Strength Freaks? That's right, I smoke 20 packs of cigars a day.
We were about health, now we're about death.
That's right. No, sorry, guys, if you're watching or you're listening. Just getting back from like a sinus infection and shit. Damn,
That
did you hear
sounds
that?
so bad.
God healthy. So, yeah, but as always, I'm going to risk my voice so that you guys can get the info that you guys need. So.
I asked him if he wanted to let me do it by myself, and he said, no, you're going to fuck it up.
Absolutely not. I have to be there. So.
And he even brought it here. As soon as he got here, I started feeling sick.
Dude, we keep it in the family. Okay.
That could be taken so many ways.
Take it as you want.
Take it as you want. Take it as you need. Oh, man. We're going to get this this fucking wild show of a podcast started by our first sponsor.
First sponsor always. Cerberus Strength.
Cerberus Strength USA.
That's right. And what is the item of the day?
The item of the day is going to be the Cerberus chalk.
Ooh, the block chalk.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I don't know about you guys, but there's some lifts I just can't do without chalk.
I tell you what, I can barely get up out of bed and put my pants on without chalk. So, it's one of those things that, like, you chalk for everything anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even if, like, your grip can handle it, it's just, as lifters, you guys understand this. It's such a good way to dry out the hands, you know, especially a quick pro tip. If you guys don't moisturize every day, you should. It helps massively for preventing from tearing calluses on your hands. So if you guys are having a hard time with farmers, or even if you're switch gripping or any of those kinds of things and you're ripping calluses, get a sanding block, sand that shit down in the shower. But when you get out, moisturize for your skin. Mm-hmm. But moisturize your hands. Watch. Be a little bougie on your hands and watch how much actually it will help prevention of tearing your calluses. So, but anyway, with that built up moisture in your hands constantly and it's getting hotter or whatever, you're sweating. And chalk is just a great way, even if you don't necessarily, it just kind of dries out the hands. Yeah. And you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that, like, I constantly, like, even when I'm like warm up, you can't help but go to the chalk bowl and just fucking throw some chalk on your hands and get to work. So
well, and it makes it a constant variable of you know that no matter what, whether your grip can handle it or can't, it's not going to be because it slipped out of your hands.
Absolutely.
It's going to be because you're grip fatigued.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
100%. I do agree.
Because there's been so many times where I've done like farmer's handles and everything, and even warming up didn't put chalk on, and it's like, dude, that fucking just ruined the rest of my lifts.
Well, right, and then you can tear it, and then also on the top of that, the topic of that is that something stupid as that, like slipping out when you're not expecting, especially on a warm-up weight. That's where you see a lot of injuries because you're not really thinking about it much, and you're just kind of and just like a quick slip of the wrist or something like that, boom, you can tear it on a bicep, you can tear it on anything. So. And, it's just like anything. It's the same routine of anything. I feel like you get your mind right, and that's something you can just check out of your hand. Like, you know it ain't going to slip. You know your grip's right. So just, you can apply a certain amount of chalk on, but just a quick little boom, boom. And these block chalks are the best because you can just get them. You can break them into a bowl if you want to, or you can keep them in a fucking Tupperware in your gear bag, and bam, and just get up in the fingers real quick and boom, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm. Damn, see, he fucked me up.
Keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I mean, I've always hated people who just take block chalk and like.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Like,
it drives me nuts.
Cool, you just wasted all of it.
Fucking cool, dude.
I don't know, but it's also like $3 per block.
That's what I mean. I think if you're gonna keep it as a personal, unless you want it as, but they also make different chalk, not block chalk. They can pour that like a powdered, more like in the bowl. But I mean, if you have your own bowl or whatever, fuck it. If you want to break it, but this stuff seems to work better just as a block, and it'll just slowly warp down more and more and more and more, and just like. You can just fucking have it forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because, like, I have a way of, like, doing it, too. Like, I take the corners down so that way it's kind of like a hockey puck.
Yeah, exactly, I know.
And then I'll take the whole flat spot to get, like, kind of everything that I don't pick out.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know. I'm weird when I put it on my chalk.
No, everybody's got the way they do it, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's a routine, and that's what kind of gets your mental game going. And it's just time to lift. It helps flipping that switch. So, and it's cool because over the time of using it, it's like origami. It turns into all kinds of different shapes, and they're fun.
It is fun.
So it's cool.
It's fun. You want to give it to your kids for Christmas? It's a $3 present,
Dude,
and you
absolutely.
get to lift.
And you can show them like, you know how many PRs I got with that? Look at that shape right there.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Fucking, you're welcome. But guys, check out this magnesium carbonate chalk. So I think that means it's got a little bit more of that little resin on it and stuff. So which will keep the block together a little bit better. Because that's a big thing I noticed about block chalk. Because you can get block chalk at like Dick's or fucking
That shit
Shields.
is literally like
It's garbage.
It's like flour.
It really is. And like the second, even if you don't want to break it, you go to put it on your hand, it just like breaks and it just fucking peels.
Yeah.
It's just shit. So like a good block chalk, you'll know because like we were talking about, you can actually sit there and really scope your
Like,
hands.
Of course, it's gonna flake off a little
Absolutely.
bit.
And well, that's what you need. But it'll still
like,
keep its form.
Yeah.
But if it's completely just shattering into thing, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, if it's gonna do that as a solid chunk, what do you think it's gonna do when it gets on your hands?
Exactly.
It's gonna fall right off.
Absolutely. And sometimes chalk like that is fucking worse than having a dry hand. Like it literally makes shit slip off worse. And I've had that like shit chalk. So, and it's something you guys don't really think about. Like, but honestly, like play around with your chalks a little bit, and you'd be surprised the science behind them and for different implements and how you want it to grip. So
yeah, I've definitely noticed. Like I haven't gotten Cerberuses yet because I'm still working through Rogues.
Yep, absolutely.
Rogues is great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Cerberus is. I mean, I don't know what all you can do differently between chalk. Of course,
Right.
I'm not a scientist when it comes to fucking
Right.
drying out my hands.
Yeah.
But if it's anything like that, I mean, I've always noticed myself getting chalk from different places
Always.
to kind of see which one's the best for me.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. Like at Fit, at my gym right there, we have like 4 different buckets, and literally all 4 buckets have different fucking chalk.
Yeah.
And then you got the fucking grip jizz, and then you got the gorilla shit, and then Zach carries like some other stuff. It's like a rock climbing one. So it's like, and so I've kind of like played with all the different ones. And so there are certain chalks that I have noticed kind of grip a little bit too much. And it's like, I don't really like an Axle, say for instance. Grip jizz, I would never use that because it does have that kind of resin on it.
Yeah.
Great for farmers. Something if you want to like grab and hold and don't let go. But like say an Axle where you kind of need grip, but you need your hands to kind of slip a little bit. That grip jizz sometimes is a little bit too much and it can kind of fuck you over a little bit.
Well, and I've
what I
noticed
mean?
like with that grip jizz, it's wild because if you put too much of it on and it dries, then it becomes a powdery substance.
Absolutely, it's all slick. Yeah, absolutely. So it's something that you don't really think of, but like we said, play around with it. But I'm sure Cerberus is fucking top of the notch. So just
everything is
everything that they got is born and bred. So you guys check it out. It's $3, so you might as well. And if you guys want that code, you're gonna have to buy what 3, 6, 9.
Well, if you want,
need like 10 sticks.
if you want the 8-pack, it's
they got
$16.
packs. Oh my bad. Okay,
So you can get 2 8-packs.
There you go.
And then you get that layaway.
You get that fucking layaway, guys. We talked about that. We always talk about layaway.
That Kmart layaway.
Dude, Kmart. Fucking love Kmart.
I don't even know where there's one still open.
They don't even exist anymore. So I'm always gonna shout out Kmart until they come back. So.
We'll be waiting.
Absolutely. So, guys, as always, you guys want to save some money, use that code B4WAR and get yourself some chalk. And, fucking 2 packs of 16 blocks. That's going to last you a minute. So, throw that in the bag. But, like I said, a little advice, kind of play around with your chalks a little bit and see what you guys like. So, and in fact, why don't you leave us a comment, see what you think about the chalks and what you think works best for you. So,
yeah, that also reminds me, if you guys are listening or watching, whatever you're doing, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow, whatever it is that you guys are doing or whatever platform you're on. Share a little bit of love.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. If you guys are giving us a listen, and we should appreciate the love. We do this for you. So, we always love to hear any kind of feedback, even if it's bitch-ass trolls. I love chuckling.
I love it.
But honestly, though, if you guys got questions, anything like that, if you guys are just listening, give us a rating. If you guys are on the tube, real quick, just give us a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. So,
yeah. And that's going to get us into our next sponsor, Premier TRT and Med Spa.
That's right.
Like we always push, go get your blood work done.
Go get yourself checked out.
You know, we talked to Mel on the last podcast.
Yep.
That was a great podcast.
That was really good.
Yep. Unfortunately, the ruling did go through.
I knew it would, though.
Yep.
Yeah, and fucking, it doesn't surprise me, dude.
Nope.
It wouldn't fucking mattered unless you got like 80,000 people, like fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and it's
like,
always flown so under the radar.
Absolutely, right? That's what I mean. Not even a lot of people knew about it. Like, I was like even talking to people about it, and they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They're basically trying to make TRT and fucking testosterone. Like, if you guys are watching this when you get done with this video, switch over to the
latest.
The latest,
Yeah.
and you guys can hear a whole spiel basically about how they're trying to basically classify fucking TRT and testosterone as a controlled substance, no different than fucking opioids and shit like that. So, so they passed a bill, and it'll become telehealth.
Well, they're getting rid of the telehealth, so now you'll have to go in and, like, basically they're making it harder for, like, the working class who can't really come in every know, they have to come in to get checked out to get their prescriptions.
Yeah, so
prescriptions being like for test peptides, any of that kind of shit.
No different than if you had like a hardcore pain prescription, like you actually go through a doctor and see a pain management and all this shit. It's like give me a fucking break.
This is a synthetic hormone that naturally occurs in our body.
Yep.
Shouldn't have to go and get checked out every single month to make sure that I'm still getting the right dosage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, it really is. So, but if you guys want to learn more about that, you guys watch the other podcast.
And we'll have some videos here coming to you guys of us actually going and getting our blood work.
Yes, we will. And you guys can see the awesome lab of Premier TRT and Medsball. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. But what are we talking about today? Well, some of their plethora of services.
Oh.
I know, I remembered that word.
Well, today, we talked a little bit about it in the previous podcast, but we're going to talk about the B12 shots.
Ooh, B12.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about it in the last podcast, and I kind of got to realization that, it is great for, overall just, it's a vitamin B,
Yeah.
It's one that our body needs, and it's really good for getting that extra drive, especially if you are coming off of a weight cut.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always get everything back into your system for the competition the next day.
Never. I mean, really, and like it's just filling up all those receptors and everything. And there's a lot of things, like even like this drink I'm drinking and stuff, it says it has B12 in it and everything. There's little hits of B12 everywhere, but something like this where you get a real service of like genuine, true B12 getting straight into your body is just...
Well, and with it being intramuscular instead of having to go through the liver and kidneys because...
And the digestive system and everything else.
Yeah, like there's so much that's lost, say, like in this drink where it's lost in that digestive tract.
Absolutely.
As to where when it's going intramuscular, you get everything
immediately. And it's not, fucking concentrated with all the other bullshit in here and everything else, right? It's just straight B12. And same with the vitamin. I'm sure you guys take B12. If you're not, I would suggest getting that. But it's still not going to be the same as something getting straight put into the muscle and just, it's fucking... It's like teleporting compared to taking your car to fucking store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it's just boom.
There's a lot more that has to go into, getting the fuel there, getting the fuel in the car, making sure that you're in the driver's seat, all of this kind of shit. As to where, like, if you teleport there, it's just like, bam, done.
I'm there.
Right there.
Yeah, so, I mean, just the effectiveness and everything is just boom.
Yep.
These guys fucking... have everything you need, of every kind that you need. So I think these are definitely good for the immune system, but everything in your body, and especially coming off comps, or you guys are in heavy comp season and stuff, the body's getting worn down, and as you can hear right now, healthy as can be. But like the body gets broken down, and from a heavy comp season leading up to a comp, and that's my immune system was compromised from doing it, and the seasonal change. We're in this weird ass, especially here in Colorado, it's fucking negatives in the morning and 70 in the afternoon. Your body's just going through a lot, so these are things that you definitely should be checking up on a certain season in your life, and go and get those shots, and they're just going to help you out tremendously. So
absolutely.
And as always, you guys need to go in. They'll always talk to you certain things. They give you a 30-minute free consultation with actual true professionals that actually give a shit about you. Or
you're not a number to Premier.
No, fucking not at all.
I mean, if you guys go back, watch the last podcast or listen to it, whatever you guys do, you can hear how genuine Melanie is by the way she talks, and that's not just because she's on air. Like, she's always very genuine from the heart about what she does.
Absolutely.
She's all about helping people.
Fucking, that's all she wants, dude. I mean, she's going out of her way at the last minute, like, fighting this whole protest and everything to come on the air and to talk, and this is the fucking owner and operator of this place, a very prestige place, and she's just here and just so genuine. They just honestly want to help people, so as we do in this podcast. So you guys got to check them out, and just beat 12 shots.
Fucking A. Well,
all right, let's get down into this.
You want to get down into it?
I'm always down.
Get down on it. Come on, get down on it. So we have a little bit of questionnaires to go through.
Ooh, I like Q&As. I like to ask.
Our very first question is from @Bubba Wrights.
Ooh.
What is the best and worst part about comp season?
Okay.
You want to take this one first?
Yeah, let me get a chaw for this one.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding.
All right. Now, mine's in the right position. Best and worst thing about comp season. I think best is that it gives you a focus. I mean, as individuals, we're already like pretty disciplined and pretty focused on a main goal, right?
Yeah.
But when you get into comp season, depending on how you block yourself out, whatever it's 12 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, I feel like it gives you it lights that fire in you because it's a direct, like, bam, it's time, right?
Yeah.
So you have a direct mission, you have a certain amount of events, so it kind of just gets rid of all the fucking haze. Like, you just got 5 events, what's the work, let's get to it. And me, honestly, I love that because that's that nitty-gritty grind of like, fuck, this is going to suck because it's going to be hard. And then I guess that's a twofold too. On the back end of it, it's just like, if you're not hitting all your dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's, it can really fuck you up. Because again, we're not yet getting paid for this every day. We don't get to do this as our main job. So we still have jobs, we still have families, we still have shit we got to do and be productive every day. But we need to perform at our highest performance. And so I love it because I love being in that middle of that storm, because I always feel like in comp season, that's when you're going to learn so fucking much, because you're fighting for something, you're going towards something, you're focusing on 5 events, and you're trying to better yourself completely. Whether it's you're trying to peak to actually PR at a comp, or you're shaping up and trying to be your best performance at that show.
Yeah.
So the best of it, I just love it, is that you have a very main, like, your Terminator mode is just fucking like, 5 fucking comps, like, it needs to be done, what you need to do every day. And so it's just like a very calming focus in the middle of in the midst of the fucking nitty and gritty, because you're grinding.
Yeah.
And so on the backside of that, again, like I said, if you're not really focusing up, like, it can make life really fucking tough. Like,
and I think that's where my biggest love for comp season is that I am just so dialed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I think the biggest con is that it does take away from a lot of other things, because I am so dialed.
Absolutely.
Like, I've noticed that right after this comp, I had my one night of shenanigans, and then it was back to the grind.
Absolutely.
Now it's back to, I got to focus on this next comp coming up, because I am doing, this is also the fucking craziest comp season that I've ever done.
Yep.
There is just so much going on
right.
that, now I'm so dedicated in the next one.
Yep.
Like, I don't have time to let my body fucking relax.
Well, and that's a big word that, like, that should be underlined. Like, remember, like, when you're in grade school and they, like, underline it 3 times with, like, a red marker. Season. This isn't like comp. right? Like, what's the best and worst of a comp? This is comp season, so that
Mhm.
means plural. Like, you have very multiples. They could be 2 weeks away from each other. It could be a month away from each other. It's like, so either way, you have multiples lined up one after another. Like, it's
Right.
boom, boom. So, like you said, you're so dialed in and focused. 5 events, bam. You got to fucking stay focused on that. You can't think of the other right now. And you're focused. You fuck shit up. However the comp goes, you take it, and then bam. As soon as that one's gone, it's gone. And then now you got a whole
Now it's onto another
it's
one.
right onto the next one.
Yeah.
So it's just like that just gets wiped out. Now you got 5 other fucking events.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah,
it's right back into it. So, but yeah, the hard part of it is, as you know, we inspire in every aspect of your life, being the best dad, the best wife or husband, or best at your job and everything else. But on top of it, inspiring to be your best goals and dreams. You still gotta stay that same motherfucker in all those aspects, even though you're so dialed into the comp season, and
Yeah.
it can very much take over your mind. Like, that's all you think about, and it's very difficult, and especially to somebody that's not competing. You know what I mean? And
He's dying.
I'm dying, guys. And but and I've heard very bad stories of other people that's how they are. They may be a great competitor, or they do so great with stuff, but they're an asshole, like, in every other aspect. And it's like,
Well, and I hear that in bodybuilding. A lot.
bodybuilding is the biggest one.
Like, I've always heard with bodybuilders, like, I'm very thankful for my wife because during the comp season when I'm on my cut, I'm the biggest piece of shit. And it's like, why?
Yeah, like, why?
Why? Because you're not a fucking pro.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck do you
Yeah,
think you are?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
is there times that I get a little irritated? Yeah,
Sure.
but it's not with my wife. It's not
No.
with my training.
No.
It's just, well, sometimes it is with
Yeah,
my
I
training.
was
But
gonna
at the
say.
same time, I come home, I vent to my wife, and
Yeah.
then it's on to the next fucking day.
Absolutely.
It's not well, I'm fucking angry because I have to eat nothing but chicken and rice.
Yeah, dude.
Like, you're doing it to yourself. Why the fuck are you angry?
Why are you complaining to everybody else
like,
about
you're
your fucking?
you're a bitch.
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
You're a bitch.
Period.
Period. Yeah. 100%.
Like, there's no like,
yeah.
who the fuck are you to complain about what you're doing to yourself?
You chose it, motherfucker.
I just don't. I don't get that.
I'm the same. I 100% agree. It's so funny. Like, that's what was in my head. I wasn't gonna shout it out, but then you're like, bodybuilders. I was like, yes.
I will all the time. I
Yeah.
will all day because,
Absolutely.
and of course it doesn't go for all bodybuilders because I've met some
Yeah.
really great bodybuilders.
Absolutely.
You know, of course everybody's got their own fucking problems.
Everybody.
I'm not saying I'm perfect.
No.
At the same time, I'm not saying that. Like when I do 75 hard, which
yeah.
I'm thinking about doing again here soon.
Okay.
When I do 75 hard, does it fucking suck when I have to go do those, midnight fucking workouts
Yeah.
because I only got one 45-minute workout in?
Right.
Yeah, it fucking
Yeah.
sucks. But at
Yeah.
the end of the day, like, I know that it's for the betterment of me,
Yep.
for my family, for my, competitions. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's for a greater cause. Is there sometimes where I bitch about it a little bit? Like, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, man, this kind of fucking sucks.
Yep.
Because there is times that I would rather be in bed with my wife when I've got to go do those workouts, or I got to get in that last meal, or I've
100%.
got to do, my 10 pages of fucking reading,
Oh.
or I've got to try and chug down the fucking last half gallon of my
Yeah,
water, which is
yeah.
very seldomly going to happen
Right,
because
right.
normally I'm like 2 gallons of water a day.
Absolutely. Need it.
But at the same time, I will never put my fucking, issues of, oh, I fucking hate eating chicken and rice,
Right,
this,
right.
that, and the other. Like, fuck you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
absolutely.
I don't
Yeah.
understand that kind
Yeah,
of
you're
shit.
not putting your strain and stress onto another person and complaining to it. It's
Yeah.
just, that's bitch mode. But a tip that I can give you guys is that in these kind of seasons and stuff like that, you need to be as open and vocal to your partner as possible. Like, if it is stressing you out, like, fucking be real with it, because you hold that shit in, you're gonna be a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot of emotions. There's a lot going on, and just like you said, that does happen, because you're on a certain scale of, like, you need to check off lists on a certain week so you can deload and then peak and so forth. And so, yeah, when you fuck up a lift or you miss a lift, dude, I don't know about you. I'm sure you're the same way. It fucking hurts. Like, it digs at you.
Dude,
like,
you can ask Brooke.
Oh my God! Like it eats
after
the
I got done
fuck out of
competing
you.
on Saturday,
Yeah.
I fumbled 2 events and fucking shit the bucket.
Yeah.
On the whole comp.
Yeah.
Because I fumbled 2 events.
Yeah, right. Something like so minuscule that people
Like something that I've done in practice hundreds of fucking times, heavier fucking weights that shouldn't have fucking happened.
Yep.
Like, is something as small as not getting my yoke height high enough off of the ground.
Absolutely. Right. So it drags. So it fucks shit up.
Dude, it fucking drove me wild.
Yeah.
Like, it drove me insane.
Yeah.
And something like, okay, I'm going to get into it a little. But on the competition on Saturday, I did 250 per hand.
Yeah. Yep.
Farmer's carry.
Yep.
I think it was like 40 feet down, 40 feet back.
Yep.
I did that with 25 extra pounds.
Yeah, you just did
almost 10 seconds faster.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, so it's one of those things like, yeah, dude. And I mean, and these things happen, like, and that's just the thing. And like, but as competitors, as we're trying to be our best, it's like those things, man, they fucking like scar you.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, they legitimately do. It's like someone just kicked your child. Like, you are so hurt.
Oh
from
yeah,
it.
and I mean,
like,
now I'm looking at my next comp and I'm like at it with a vengeance. Like, I'm going to fuck you up.
And that's just it. And that's how you got to learn. Like, you got to learn from it, take it into the next, and you don't let it happen again.
Well, and that's the other thing too, is like, of course I was bitter about it, but I didn't let it go past 24 hours.
Exactly, and you can't,
know?
right? And you
like, I didn't just sit there and fucking cry about it.
No.
Because, I feel bad about it. Like, it fucking happened.
Yep.
I did terribly in the comp overall
Yep.
compared to just fumbling those fucking 2 events.
Yep.
It should have been better, but it's not.
And then
Time to move on.
Exactly. And and you could, you want to beat yourself up, you want to do this, but the best thing you can do is, like I said, let's just be honest, vent. And if you have a supportive partner, they're gonna let you bitch, and you're gonna get it out. But yeah, after like 24 hours, get the fuck over it and like move the fuck on. You know what I mean? I mean, it's no different. Like, oh my God, after Sunday paper last year, winning the entire show, and then get up to like the 330 stone. Something I did in practice a week ago, did it 5 fucking times. I couldn't even get it over the bar one time. Went from first to third. I was, oh my God, I could have killed myself.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, in that car ride to the fucking wherever we went to dinner, oh my God, Carly's just like, let it out. I mean, I just, oh my
fucking
God,
damn near
dude.
just like broke
I
down.
I literally did. It was just like, because you're better than that. And, but these things happen. We're human. We're not robots. And, so this shit happens. So the biggest thing, though, is you just can't hold that shit in and always act like, I get it, like we're the tough or the masculine. Sometimes there's a very important time is just like, if they're having a hard day, hold that shit in. Don't be a bitch on a good day. But, like, be vocal. Like, you know what I mean? Let it out. Get it out. You're going to feel better. And then just move the fuck on.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, like, I don't know. It is funny because I've seen some of these masculine things on Instagram or wherever it may be where it's like, don't let your fucking wife see you cry. Don't let your wife see you be vulnerable because then they're going to think of you as a bitch. And it's like, I find myself and my wife getting closer to me while I'm vulnerable.
Absolutely.
Like, when I do have those times of feeling like a piece of shit for doing whatever the fuck I do, there's so many times where she's like, I thought I only could love you so much.
Yeah.
You know, like,
absolutely.
Opening up and expressing, like, why I felt the way I did after the comp.
Yeah.
She was like, this is fantastic. She's like, do it more often.
It's, and Carly literally said the same thing. She's like, I love that you're so open with me about everything. And it's like, and like the only thing I can perfectly picture, I don't remember where it was. I just saw some random ass picture and it like described that so perfectly. And it was this picture of like this little chick and then it had the Hulk, like this massive motherfucker down on his knees and like with his head, even though his head was like the size of her body. And then, like, she just kind of had her hand over it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's okay. Like, we're fucking human and like, we're going to be vulnerable. But doesn't mean that we're going to shrink down and be little bitches into a puddle.
Also,
like,
don't go posting your fucking problems on social media.
No, this is a personal thing.
That's something that you do to somebody that you trust.
Yes.
And somebody who you're comfortable with.
Yes.
Do not go on the fucking social media trying to grab a pity party for fucking likes. Because the thing that I always find with people that do that is their like count starts to go lower and lower and lower and lower because people don't want that fucking negativity.
No, absolutely
like,
not.
If you have a big life problem, I get it. Like, if you just lost your fucking child.
Right.
you want to share that information with people, but I don't know a single motherfucker that wants, like any real motherfucker that's going through some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know a single one that wants that fucking pity.
No,
they want to share the information and let it out.
Absolutely.
They don't want pity.
No, it's like, I don't want your fucking pity. This is just what's going on in my life right now. Yeah, so, don't be doing that shit. That's the worst fucking thing. Like, now you're getting into the fucking transgender shit.
Oh,
like, literally. We ain't even getting down that road right now. So,
there's enough of that.
There is a fine
Instagram
line.
Right
So
now.
what we're just saying is that, being a big part of being masculine is showing that vulnerability to a safe partner, someone you trust. But so it's important just to get that out, because you will feel better. So then you can grieve, deal with it, and then move the fuck on, and and get on to the next step. So summing all that up, comp season can be a very roller coaster of many things. But I fucking love it. It's a love-hate relationship, but God, I love the shit out of it, though. I love comp season.
It's definitely more of a pro than a con.
Absolutely.
I mean, obviously it is, or else we wouldn't fucking do it.
Exactly. We wouldn't do it season after season after season. So, and again, like, I feel like you learn the most in the storms. So, on the sunshiny days, that's when you're fucking thinking back. The best stories always start with a shitty beginning. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I always tell people, like, if you're not progressing, you're regressing. Absolutely. So if you're fucking sitting there on the beach with a beer in your hand, you're not moving forward.
No.
Like, is it needed? Yeah, it's needed sometimes.
Right. Absolutely.
But at the same time, like, I feel like through, like, even just this last comp where I fucked up, now I know. Yeah. Now I know what to fucking take from that comp to put it forward.
Yeah, and it's sometimes the simplest things of, like, something that you didn't think was possible. And it's like, motherfucker, it is totally possible.
Absolutely.
It's like that blindsided of, like, I can't even believe that just happened. It's like, it's fucking possible. So pay attention.
There's so many variables to what we do.
So many fucking variables, dude.
Like, powerlifting is a little bit different because if you show up and you complete fucking 8 out of 9 lifts, like, it's a good day.
It's a good day,
like, you're only doing 3 different lifts.
Yep.
They're very, they're basically the same thing every single time.
Well, and that's on year after year. It's the same thing. Yeah, you learn different techniques, but it's still the same movements.
Yeah.
Where this is, you got 5 fucking different events. Yes, we may have done them, but it was like 2 years ago. It's a different implement. It's a fatter grip. It's a fucking longer handle.
It's not in the same fucking area. It's not where you fucking train on a platform.
Exactly.
Like, there's no, like, you're not pulling it out of a fucking, powerlifting rack.
Nope.
You're not doing a fucking regular squat and putting it back in a powerlifting.
Yep.
Like, it is always different.
It's always different.
Like, I compared it because it was those fucking Titan yokes that flop around like fucking.
An unstable yoke to a good yoke, and the fucking, like, there's so many.
I should have fucking trained with the unstable yoke, to be honest, because literally, I run with that weight, and I took like fucking 10 steps and just got wobbly, and I didn't expect it.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I mean. And that's the beauty of strongman. Like, that's what keeps bringing us back, because it is such a challenge all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So eventually, when you can fucking master those things, and that's why professionals are professionals. So, like, that's why I see them at the highest level of, like, that's why it's strong man, because in so many different aspects, it's strength of the mind and the body, and just like in overcoming those things, because they've been there too. They've done the same fucking things. So because it's always different. It's always different implements. It's always something different. So it's not always just a fucking power bar or a deadlift bar.
Yeah.
So, but So.
Well, let's get into the second question.
Okay.
At Dave Dixon _, he just said food on a budget. So there's no question with it. Just said food on a budget.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I would assume with that kind of question is like, what food can you be eating
absolutely.
on a budget?
I totally get it, because being a majority of my life a broke bitch, and just like, you're grinding. You got families and everything else, and you're still trying to get your gains. And yes, it depends on whether it's a bulk or it's a cut or whatever the fuck you're doing. But I would say just to sum this up, fuel to do what you need to do. Best way to do it, bang for your buck.
Chicken and rice, motherfuckers.
Dude, literally, chicken and rice, chicken, potatoes. These are the things, like, me personally, I'm a Walmart. I love Costco. Like, I get down on fucking Costco. But, like, I love Costco.
That is not a budget place, though.
No. No, but on a budget, Walmart, bro. Fucking Walmart, you get a 10-pound bag of fucking chicken, all chicken breasts and shit for like $20. You can get a fucking 10-pound bag of rice for fucking $4.
Yeah.
You can get a bag of fucking potatoes for like $4.
You can go get those fucking. I always like those steamed broccoli bags.
Yep.
The fucking frozen bags.
Yep.
You can get one of those. You can get like fucking 5 for 10.
Absolutely. I know. I'm like scanning it right now. This is like literally how I walk to the grocery store. Boom. You walk in on the fucking food side.
Yeah, on the produce.
On the produce side, I always boom right there, and you got all the lines of fucking freezers. You gotta go past the yummies and the snacks because you can't afford the ice cream. You can't be eating it. You can't eat it in the Hot Pockets and all the yummy shit and the burritos. Can't be doing that. So boom, you go to the 10-pound bag of chicken, and then if you need some red meat, yeah, you go get that 70-30 fucking shit. Fuck, they got 60-40. Go get down on that. Get a little extra fat.
Like either way, you're gonna render the fat out of it and drain it out anyways.
And exactly. So boom, get your red meat right there, and then on that last section, that's where they got all the frozen veggies and shit like that. You get your fucking steamed and microwaved fucking veggies. Those are like $1, maybe $2. Not even $2.
Yeah.
If you want like the great value style.
Yeah.
And you get those fucking.
And they're so simple too.
And they're so simple.
If you got a fucking microwave, you literally toss them in
and
there
that's
for
just it.
3 minutes,
Yeah,
and you've got a whole ass bag of fucking fresh veggies.
Legitimate. And I'm talking like somebody that has literally cooked their meals off a fucking like hot plate, and like, you know what I mean, like no oven, no fucking nothing, hot plate and a microwave.
Yeah.
Fucking like you can get down, bro. And then you might have to spring for a fucking. Well, you can hot plate in a bucket of fucking rice and everything else. Your chicken, your fucking rice, your fucking potatoes, your
the tube of red meat.
The tube of red meat, yeah, the fucking tube of red meat, and then
because you can pick up those fucking tubes even for like a fucking 3-pound tube.
Yeah, 3
you can
pound
pick
tube.
it up for like $15.
Exactly.
And like just the chicken and the red meat, just the chicken and the hamburger alone,
dude.
Like I don't know how many times I've made fucking like bum packets where I just like do hamburger and fucking brown that shit up, put it in some fucking rice, a little bit of soy sauce or a little bit of fucking teriyaki for flavoring.
Yep, I was getting to that section. Yep.
And then toss a little bit of your fucking broccoli in there. There's your fucking meal preps.
That's what I mean.
And I think overall, just for that meal, the entire week is $20.
Yeah, not even. That's what I'm saying. You go into the store and you got yourself like $50-$60. You can easily eat 6 meals a day for a fucking week, like easy.
Yeah, and I always tell people like, you can get the different seasonings and everything too to spice it up.
That's what I mean. It's the same foods. Yeah, you got ranch, you got ketchup. We ain't fucking bodybuilders. We ain't trying to make our fucking, at least at this point, you're not trying to be paper skinned thin right now. You know what I mean? You're just, if you're eating real food and you're doing your training and everything, you're gonna stay pretty fucking lean and you're just gonna stay fueled. And
and even if you are doing the bodybuilder diet,
even on the bodybuilder side, that's what I mean.
Boil your fucking chicken, boil your fucking rice, and boil your fucking
eat it plain. Like I don't know what to tell you, but if you're not on it, you got ranch, you got ketchup, you got soy sauce, you got hot sauce, you got fucking, go down the plethora of fucking of seasonings, bro, and they cost like $1.
Or I didn't even think about this, the fucking frozen tilapia.
Yep. Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I
like
used to buy that fucking bag
fish.
of tilapia.
Yep.
Oh my god, I can't even eat that anymore because I was so broken. That's all I fucking bought, dude. God, I can't even look at tilapia anymore. But yes, good point. Your tilapia. Now you got your fucking omegas, you got your fish, you got your chicken, you got your red meat, you got your rice, you got your potatoes, you got your veg, and you got some seasoning. Then if you want quick snacks where you need to be gone, boom, guess what? Next aisle, you got your tuna fucking aisle, dude. Now they got those dollar fucking packs of tuna, bro. They come with a fork. I still get down on those every day because it's just quick protein. Like I get down.
I'm
on
a fucking sicko with it. I'll do a little bit of mayonnaise in it. And
fuck yeah! Make it like a salad. Oh hell yeah!
Literally, it's like tuna salad. And I could just take fucking Ritz crackers or the fucking Great Value saltines.
Yep.
Just fucking.
Yeah,
done.
I literally like eat like 3 of those a day. I just buy them by the bulk now because luckily, you know, I'm not broke.
Got to a place where you can
actually afford my food. But like I just purposely do it because I need quick snacks and I have a very fast metabolism, so I'm eating constantly and I'm a construction worker, so I burn a lot of fucking calories in a day. But yeah, they got the Chipotle ones, the jalapenos, all the things, and they come with a fucking fork, and like you can just boom pound down those things so quick.
Yeah.
So you get a stack of those are like $1 a piece.
Yep.
So you got those. You can get some refried beans if you want some extra fat. Yeah, you're gonna be farting, but once your stomach gets used to it, like you'll be fine, dude.
Well, and I guess the other thing is too is keep it generic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't go for the big fucking name brand bags.
No, and that's what I
mean.
Exactly, and that's just it. You don't need like to look at like, yes, I understand they may be a little bit more organic and all this bullshit and whatever, but yeah, great value, bro. Get the most cheapest fucking shit you need right now, because it's still, you're gonna burn it. You're gonna, so it may have a little extra sugar in it, may have a little whatever, but you're still eating full food. You're eating every few hours, so your body's on metabolism. It's burning. It's staying anabolic constantly, so you're gonna use it. You're gonna burn it, so you'll be fine.
And then you can pick up a little thing of Tubbies for like fucking $20
Yep,
for
go on the
5
other
of
side
them.
and go get your fucking Tubbies, and you're good to go there. You can get the cheap ass ones. So the biggest thing on this not splitting is just don't go straight from your hot ass food into the refrigerator. Let it sit there a little bit and get warm, like at least room temperature, before you throw it in your thing, because that's usually what makes them split.
Yeah.
It's just going from hot ass food, and like if you're cooking late and you just go straight from the hot stove straight into your fridge, that's what makes them split.
Yeah, for sure,
It's
because
like,
you're heating everything up and then rapidly cooling it.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna literally just pull everything
Yeah, that's
apart.
all it does. So if you're splitting your shit, that's why. So if you just let it, and then put the lid on it and let it sit out there like a little bit.
And if you're trying to bulk, this was my favorite thing during my bulking phase of just trying to pack on weight.
Yeah.
Fucking spaghetti and red sauce.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and then
Yes.
yes.
And then literally, dude, a pound of hamburger, right? Pound of hamburger, your fucking noodles, your Barilla fucking noodles that are
literally,
it's like $3 a box.
Now, and then if you want to even go cheaper, you can get the fucking thin spaghetti box. It's like $1.30.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
dude.
and then your fucking ragu.
Exactly. The
That's like
ragu. You don't get the
$3.
fucking. Yeah, you don't get the fancy shit. You
The
can
ragu
even,
or the Prego, fucking the generic
I've
shit.
gotten the canned shit that's like 97 cents. Like, I've gotten that low.
Yeah,
Like,
but tell me how fast that shit makes you put on weight. And it's
so
just
quick.
so carb and protein heavy.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. So that's what I mean. You don't need all the wheat and the fucking nice stuff. So yeah, you can get down on those. So then you got your heavier carb days, and then let's see. Then you jump over and you get your eggs. Well, nowadays eggs are a little bit of a motherfucker, but
That's why I got chickens.
Yeah, exactly. So you get chickens, but your best bang for your buck at Walmart is get that 60-pack fucking box, because that's
Yes.
like $12 and you get 60 fucking eggs instead of like the higher brand fucking 18-pack that's like $9. Like that's bullshit.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's like just get the big box, dude. If you buy in bulk, like it's actually cheaper that way. And then I don't do any kind of dairy, but like I mean, you can always like cheese is kind of more on the expensive side, but you can always go get the cheap ass great value fucking American cheese.
I always
And,
tell people, if you want shredded cheese
Yeah.
and you also want to be cheap, go get the fucking gigantic generic block of fucking cheese
Fucking shred them
and shred it.
Yeah, I was going
Because I do cheese on fucking a lot of my meals.
Okay.
Like my eggs this morning. I
Yeah,
had my
cheese.
fucking shredded pepper jack cheese on top of it.
Fuck.
Like that's my shit in the
Yeah,
morning.
hell yeah.
And yeah, I think it was like $6 for a block of cheese.
Yep.
I used a quarter of it, and I've got a fucking tubby
Yeah,
downstairs
literally.
full of fucking cheese.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You go to the other
So-
side again, buy the cheap ass fucking $5 fucking shredder. Boom, you're gonna have that bitch for days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can buy a can opener, so you ain't gotta worry that fuck. I had a time I didn't even have a fucking automatic can opener. I had to go get the hand thing. Fucking stirring that shit up, dude.
Yeah.
So
dude, I remember getting, like, I had a can opener in my lunchbox because
Mm-hmm.
I would get the fucking 97-cent packs of the fucking Bumblebee tuna that
Yep.
didn't even come with the fork.
Yep.
I had to open
Old school
every
style,
single one with my hand
absolutely.
and fucking just
That's right. And
because
then,
I was trying to hit my fucking my protein macros.
Absolutely. And then in your cereal aisle, you can get cheap ass cereal. You can get like Rice Krispies. Like that's the best, the rice, because it's just a rice base. Because you either have rice base or you have corn based cereal.
Yeah.
And if you're wanting to go a little cleaner, always just stick to your rice based. And so Rice Krispies, and then get your fucking Quaker Oats. They're always at the bottom, and those things are like maybe $2.
And I'm gonna tell you right now too, the most underrated thing about the fucking Quaker Oats. Drop a fucking scoop of protein in
Dude,
that.
that is how you get down. Absolutely.
Literally, fucking everybody spends money on protein.
Everybody's got your protein.
Take your 1 minute quick oats, fucking toss them in the microwave,
Yep.
leave them a little runnier,
Exactly.
and then a fucking
Scoop
drop
of
of
protein.
scotine, fucking mix that
Dude,
shit up,
so
and you got
good. Oh,
flavored fucking
it's
oats
so
for
good.
days.
Absolutely. And that's just like a snack too. If you guys are looking for fucking gains at night and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
dude. You guys are hungry, craving like a little sweet tooth. You got chocolate or fucking peanut butter, fucking protein or vanilla or whatever.
Fucking snickerdoodle.
Oh yeah,
you
whatever,
know?
dude. Throw that in your oatmeal. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And if you can afford it, crack some, throw some egg whites in that motherfucker. Boom, you got meals for days.
Dude, that's a whole ass
That's
meal
a
in itself. That's
full-blown-
literally your carbs, fats, proteins, for
everything
days.
right there, dude. Cheap as fuck, and you are just getting down, and it tastes awesome. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways. You guys don't have to like think about eating. Everybody says that it's such a fad. Like, oh, eating healthy is so expensive. Yeah, bitch, you go into Whole Foods and go and get fucking organic the entire time, and like.
Well, and that's the thing too is like my wife and I eat 98% organic.
Yeah, because you can't.
We can afford it.
Yeah, now you can't. And if you
at
can't,
the same
absolutely.
time, like it's really not as expensive. Like,
And it's really not. It's gotten so much.
fucking portion your shit correctly to where you eat everything that you buy instead of throwing away fucking 90% of your
just
shit.
it, dude. And a good place I've actually noticed for organic, because Carly is huge on that. Fucking, that's all she eats is organic. And so I have been, is Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
That place is unfucking real.
Yeah, dude.
I was shocked. I was
It's like the redneck version of
it
Sprouts.
is. It's a redneck version. When I walked in that place, I was like, she's like, come on, we're going to the grocery store and all this shit. And I was like, and we started walking to Trader Joe's, and I was like, I've never been in here. I've seen these places. And I was like, babe, I don't want to spend fucking $200 and get me like fucking 3 days of meals.
Yeah.
And I fucking came out grateful. I was like, damn, and this is all organic shit. So yeah, you guys can hit up Trader Joe's also on top of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of ways you guys can still eat, because the biggest thing is that you're eating every few hours, but you're eating food, not fucking trying to save your bucks and like go to Mickey D's or in this kind of bullshit or not eat and then, like fuck all that.
Yeah.
So you guys can get by, no problem. So
Yeah, definitely. Man, you really want to just eat fucking $20 a week though.
dude,
Chicken and rice.
chicken and rice. That's where you fucking go. You stay lean and you will stay fucking fueled.
Yeah.
Hey, like no problems. Don't you worry.
You could eat that shit fucking 4 times a day.
Absolutely, just different condiments. You're fucking good to go, dude. I'm still to this day. I have on that bad habit. All I eat is chicken and rice, beef and rice, chicken, potatoes. It's the main necessity.
It's the monotonous shit that you've gotten fucking.
And I'm
used
just
to.
so used to it. Like and eventually your taste buds become so bland that like sweet shit tastes like shit. It's just like
I've
ew.
noticed that.
It's
I've
like
also,
ew. That's fucking way too much.
Yeah, I mean, you'll also get to a certain point where like you don't even have to have food warm.
No, I can't even stand hot food anymore.
Dude,
because it's out of my fucking lunchbox. It's been sitting in the truck all damn day.
Yeah.
So like literally when we eat, or if I cook for people, I always like have everybody have their hot food. I eat very last, and it's usually like after I do the dishes and shit, because I don't give a fuck. I don't want my food all hot.
Yeah.
And plus I'm like a vacuum. I just want to eat. So
Yeah.
it's just like fucking. And if it's hot as fuck, I can't just shovel it.
Yeah.
It's getting burned in my mouth and shit. Like now, I go out to dinner or something. That's totally different. I want to enjoy a meal. That's totally different. But I still can't help but fucking shovel.
It is always funny whenever my wife is like, "How are you warming up your lunches?"
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. I
Yeah,
just
what
eat
the fuck
it.
you talking about?
Like, there's been so many times where I've had fucking rice that is cooked, but it's like still kind of hard.
Oh, dude, you have to kind of break it, and it's like fuck, and you gotta be careful not to stab through and break your Tupperware. You'll break your Tupperware that way. I've
You'll
done it.
stab yourself in your fucking hand.
Yeah, I've done that.
It's funny, like I've gotten to the point where like I've even broke the rice things and just like fucking straight up like a Rice Krispie
Fuck yeah,
treat.
dude. Fuck yeah.
And yes, there's still sometimes where she's like, I don't know how you fucking do it.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
like, I've just gotten so used to doing it over the last 4 years
Yep.
that
Yep.
it's not a thing.
Yeah, and my brother says all the time, because I constantly try. He's very much like here and there. He does really good for a few weeks, and he can afford like the whole fucking.
He can afford to go to P.F. Chang's for fucking lunch every day.
And or the prepackaged meals. He gets the boxes.
Oh, yeah.
But he will not eat his meals if he doesn't have a microwave to hook, fucking microwave them. And I swear to God, he'll literally use our customers' microwaves. He'll just walk in and fucking use their microwaves. If they don't have one, he won't use meals. He'll be like, and they'll sit in his truck. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So literally sometimes I get a good bang out of it. At the end, he's like, oh shit, these meals have been sitting here. I'm like, how long have they been in the truck? Oh, since yesterday? Fuck it, I'll take them.
I'll take it. I know, I do that shit.
I'll get down on that shit.
Brooke's always like, you know that's not good for you. It's like, it's not
expired.
bad.
Yeah, it ain't fucking
ain't
dead.
bad.
So, and that's the big thing. It's a mind over a matter thing.
Yeah.
So, it's no different than any other stuff. Just like lifting or anything else. You have a goal. It's a mind over a matter. So, you guys can get it done, even if you broke. So.
Let's get on to the question that we talked about before the podcast.
Take it away.
No. The one about it's at Strongman Brando.
Oh yeah. That's a good question.
He asked us a question the last time we did kind of a Q&A.
Yep.
And we didn't end up getting to it because, I mean, we were only 2 questions in. We're at 50 minutes.
Yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah.
Damn, we can talk.
Yeah. It's nice to have charisma or a chemistry with somebody because you can just say you're bullshit.
Yeah.
What was the question, Mike?
So Strongman Brando, Parrot Strength, he asked us, do you think 2023 is going to be the best comp season year for Colorado?
I'm going to say without a doubt.
Absolutely.
It's already shaping up.
It's already. Like, for one, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot of strong states out there and everything else, but fucking Colorado is, like, we're like becoming a state of, like, strength. Like, I mean, literally the amount of comps. You guys check out Iron Podium, like, a lot of them is fucking Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado-based. And just on top of it, and, like, the more and more people we get on this place, they're all Colorado-based. So there's a lot of athletes right here in Colorado.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I 100% when I saw it, I was like, ooh, dude, there's so many good competitions and so many.
Well, I mean, this is the first year of Colorado's Strongest Man.
That's what I mean.
And woman. Like, there's the Sunday Paper Classic.
Yep.
That's always a fucking.
That's a
that was a
huge
banger last year. We're bringing back our comps this year.
Yep.
Iron Titan is doing their three.
Yep. They always got their three big ones. That's what I mean, dude. And
wait, hold on. Is there three or is there two?
So let's see. They did Shamrock.
It's Shamrock and Tournament.
And they're going to turn. Okay, so two.
So I think that's just the only two that they
those
do.
two, and then what else is Justin telling me? Oh, and then you got shouts out to ATR Training. Fucking Travis Bogard is always throwing out. Oh, that's Wyoming, but it's fucking next door neighbor. Like it's fucking 30 minutes from here.
Yeah.
So we basically call him a Colorado guy. So, but he's always putting out Celtic Bison and
Celtic Bison,
the Colt Breakers, and he's also going to do a Static Monsters this year. So yeah. So there's the fucking bangers going there.
Yep.
So yeah, like you have a whole season just right here. Right around here.
Oh my god, yeah. I know. I've already been like all of the competitions that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already got 7 lined up.
That's what I mean. You're going to go farther than a fucking hour away.
I'm 2 down, and I'm, well, I don't know. Colorado Springs is kind of a drive, but.
Okay, an hour and a half. 2 hours of traffic.
Yes. It will not go over an hour and a half.
Yeah, but I mean, we're not flying out and fucking going, you know what I mean, staying.
Yeah.
So. Either way, we can go compete and then have a long drive home. But yes, I 100% agree. 2023 is going to be a fucking banger for competitions.
And with all of the promoters that are putting on all of these shows, they're only going to get better because the promoters that do these shows are so dedicated to strongman, whether it be, them as competitors or just promoters overall.
Absolutely.
They're so in tune with what athletes want in a show.
And that's just it. They're not just putting on comps just to put on a comp and just like, whatever. And all the bullshit. Yeah, they like genuinely care about growing the community and the sport of strongman. So they're constantly just looking out for the athletes and just putting on the best things that they possibly could.
There's so many shows that when I first started out that I was just like, these fucking suck.
Dude, yeah. As I mean, like from what I heard from you guys, and like I was going like, fuck. And like my very first comp, it was pretty cool, but then like a lot of drama outside of that and every fucking thing else. And then like we're now like the past 3 seasons, it's just you just end up like now it's like you go to a comp and it's just like a party, like seeing everybody. Like I love comps because it's like you train like hard like a motherfucker, and then on day of show, you're focused on your goal, but like the community of everybody there, I love fucking going to them because it's just like a party, like seeing everybody.
Dude,
it's so much fun
every single time.
God,
and there's so much camaraderie when it comes to everybody, whether you're in a male or female division or you're heavy or lightweight.
It don't matter.
Or you're middleweight who just has it out for fucking the world, but yet you still just love talking shit and having a good time with everybody.
Just so awesome, dude.
There's the camaraderie in the strongman community is fucking hands down the best.
It's the best. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I will state, I don't care what sports you're in. You cannot beat the camaraderie in strongman.
Period.
Period. Fucking period.
No.
So, and it's the best. I fucking love it. So, yes, 2023 in Colorado is going to be off the chain.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and it's funny, too, because as everything has progressed, like, the level of competition of, like, I don't know, from, like, the first couple of ones that I did. Like, I did one in a backyard.
I remember.
I did one in a backyard.
Literally in a backyard.
That compared to, say, the venue of the Sunday Paper Classic last year, fucking night and day difference.
Dude. Yeah,
You know
it's
what
like
I mean?
literally like, hey, move my kid's swing set out to the side and we'll do some stuff. To where this, you're up on a stage and a podium and you got fucking whole crowd of fans and fucking just sick, dude. Like, you know, and again, and it's amazing because of the level of competition. Like, literally local shows, you know, especially around here, like the weights for shit is like 2007, 2008 World's Strongest Man. Like, no, not even a fucking joke, dude. Like, look at the list of the events. Look at the weights on those motherfuckers. Go back to World's Strongest Man, like 2007, 2008. I literally watch those things constantly, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could hang on that. I could do that. I could do that. And it's like watching like Mariusz Pudzianowski and shit doing stuff, and it's like, oh, I could do that. I just did that last week.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know,
it's like this is a wild fucking time to be alive.
Fucking crazy, dude. You know what I mean? So. It's just so it's great to see them show the respect for the athletes and the people that are hard and grinding and fucking just.
Well, and there's a lot of competitions now where there are actually like cash payouts
and that too, right? And they're bringing it out for cash payouts or giveaways and everything else. Like our shows, we try to give giveaways. We give cash prizes, like we do, you know. Last year, or I'm sorry, 2 years ago for our first one, we were giving out away for the highest deadlift. And then, you know, Sunday Paper giving away fucking implements for the heaviest circus dumbbell or the fucking, you know what I mean? So not only are you out there beating your, like getting it down, having a great time, seeing everybody, putting it on for an actual fan base, but then you're getting gifted at the end of it. So for your hard work. So, and that's, and that, you know, it's just, overall, it's fucking awesome. I love it.
Without a doubt.
So.
Well, I think that's about it. See you guys later. Just kidding.
All right, later.
Oh man, yeah. If you guys want to go check everything out, make sure that you're following the Built for War Instagram.
Yep.
It's going to be built_for_war.strong. All of this is going to be in the bio. We're going to tell you guys about it anyways.
Yep. Look down
below. Yeah, make sure you go and check out Cerberus Strength.
Always.
Go check out Premier.
Always.
Go check out Mike.
That's right, always.
At
Michael.Lee.Music.
Mm-hmm. And then me. At
Trotter the Trainer.
Trotter the Trainer.
Trotter the Trainer. And as always, guys, if you guys are watching this, you guys see the Built for War YouTube. You guys keep an eye on it. Check out the latest and greatest podcast. Give us a subscribe. Give us comments as always. For those notifications, and keep an eye out because we're just going to keep adding more content. And like I said, we're going to be shooting a thing up at Premiere TRT, and we're just going to start throwing out all kinds of random ass footage and shit.
We're just going to be shoving content down your throat.
Yeah, just random shit.
So you're either going to love it or you're going to have to love it.
Well, that's right. And I mean, just we're really going to start really booking it into all the different avenues of this and getting into the YouTube world and the podcast. Of course, we're going to keep those coming at you. And so, yeah. And if anything you guys want to see, you guys want to see a strongman food challenge? I was actually watching that earlier today.
Oh.
I thought about that. I was like, we should do a Built for War fucking food challenge. You guys want to see how a strongman get down? Fuck. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching one earlier today, and I was like, boom, dude, we need to go find a restaurant with like a food challenge and go fuck this shit up.
I'm so down.
I'm so down.
Yeah. I actually know where we can go.
Okay. Right.
We're going to put something together for you guys
so
because this is going to be fucking sweet.
That's what I mean. And people love watching people eat. I don't know why. You know who it is shouts out. I love the fuck out of that guy. And it's a pro tip. You guys having a hard time eating your food? One, go watch Machiavelli Motivations. Those are great to watch right before you go to the gym. Just to get nasty and pumped up for the gym. But also, they always got the get big, eat big. So if you guys are having a hard time eating your food and shit, watch Jack Juicy motherfuckers eating. It'll help you eat. But another one is Beard versus Food. He's got a big old beard like you. He's that British dude. That motherfucker, like, his lowest watched videos are like 1.6 million.
Fucking
and
wild.
all he does is go around the world and do food challenges. He's a professional eater, and like he gets down, but it's like every time I see it pop up on the screen, I'm like, I want to watch that. And they're like 10 minutes long, and it's just him eating. And it's like, I was watching one actually today when I came home right before I came over here, and I ate on the way, and then I was like, fuck, it's gonna be a little bit before I eat. So I was cooking food, and I was like, God, I'm not really that hungry, but I was like, fuck it. So I literally sat there and turned that on, and fucking sat there and just scarfed my meal, and like fucking got all my meals in, and on point, and like it helps. So it's you know, this is a mind over matter thing. So
dude, we're definitely gonna do it because there's a place in Firestone where we can do what's called a barnyard challenge.
Ooh. Fuck,
and it's all fucking barbecue.
Oh my god, yes.
And the last time I did it, not fucking good, dude.
Okay.
So I need some redemption.
Yeah, I'm down. So you guys keep an eye out. We're gonna keep putting mad footage at you guys. So
for sure.
Thanks for listening, and love you guys. Stay strong.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.